Hello and welcome to the Investing Bros. I am T. Shroom. Now, AI is one of the biggest investment categories in crypto, and we would hate it if we did not keep the bros up to date on the fastest growing AI projects. So today, I'm going to give you the download on Bittensor, which is one such AI project that has captured the attention of many investors. What is the utility? Bittensor is looking to create an intelligence marketplace that produces trained AI models and pays contributors developing their models on the network. The main goal is to produce efficient machine intelligence and create a marketplace where intelligence is priced by other intelligence systems, peer-to-peer across the internet. Scores accumulate on a digital ledger where high-ranking peers are monetarily rewarded with additional weight in the network to not allow too much control to one group. At the beginning, the network can be seeded with single modality text, then expanded to include image, speech, and then tensors. Tensor refers to two different concepts that organize and represent data. Data may be organized in a multi-dimensional array. Eventually, combinations of these modalities can be added, for instance, text images, to bridge the network into a multi-modality landscape. And bros, for this utility, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Now you might be sitting there, AI, machine learning? What the heck, T-Shroom? I don't understand any of this. Well, I want to make sure you do. So I've made a little analogy to help you understand. But before we get to that analogy that I've custom crafted for you, make sure that you like this video and subscribe to the Investing Bros. All right, so hopefully this will help you understand Bittensor a little more. Think of Bittensor as a NASCAR arena. Each car resembles a data set. The track represents machine learning experience. The pit crew resembles the community assisting in the evolution from text to tensor in terms of experience. The pit crew is really key here, so I want you to understand that the pit crew is really where you're buying and selling the data sets. The track maintenance team are the node operators. The arena itself is funded by Digital Currency Group, Polychain Capital, and First Mark Capital, and GSR. Big partnerships. Now, each NASCAR begins as a text-based data set, continuing to become more efficient over time as it completes laps. Similar to how the internet was in the 90s, everything was text-based before it moved into images. Now, images are slightly more complex, and the data sets are repetitively trained, and machine learning eventually allows this process to evolve from text to image. Next, the car can evolve to a speech-based dataset and eventually a tensor in terms of complexity. Tensors are able to combine two of these datasets in a multi-dimensional array. For example, text-to-image became popular with Google Images, and text-to-image became increasingly popular with newer AI programs like Midjourney. As these cars gain experience and evolve, the value of the datasets go up, where they can sell them on the open marketplace or find assistance from other like-minded individuals to help them become more efficient over time. Now, Bittensor's coin, TAO, T-A-O, is a payment to incentivize those ensuring the vehicles are able to function. The pit crew is there to help optimize the code, the track maintainers help the nodes verify proof of intelligence, and the experience of the vehicles becomes more and more efficient over time. Now that you've got your engines revving and you understand Bittensor a little bit more and what it does, let's talk about who are the biggest competitors. Now, APIs are being built on many blockchains. However, the real competition is coming from the machine learning networks developed outside of the blockchain data storage. In Web3, the biggest competitor is ASI. Now, this is a conglomeration of Fetch.ai, AGIX, and Ocean. Some very big hitters in and of themselves that are now combining forces to compete in the AI space. Another Web3 competitor is the Graph. Down on the Web 2.0 front, there's some competitors as well. That would be ChatGPT, Microsoft's Bing, and Google's Gemini. Also, Grok.ai and Meta's Llama. Now, what makes it different from the competitors? Let's look at TAO versus ASI. Bittensor is primarily focused on creating a decentralized network, specifically for AI models to interact and learn from one another. Think of it as an educational and learning environment. In contrast, the ASI merger aims to integrate several aspects of AI, data sharing, and digital economies into a comprehensive ecosystem. Another difference, Bittensor creates a decentralized marketplace for AI computations and data. The ASI merger, on the other hand, is building an ecosystem that combines AI services, data accessibility, and economic automation on a much larger scale. Now, Bittensor versus the Graph. Bittensor, as a decentralized blockchain network, acts as an open peer-to-peer ecosystem for creating, training, sharing, and trading artificial intelligence and machine learning models. The Graph is a decentralized protocol for indexing and querying data from blockchains. starting with Ethereum. It allows developers to build serverless applications that run entirely on the blockchain. Essentially, the graph takes blockchain data and makes it easily accessible by organizing it into indexes called subgraphs. So that's AI for Bittensor and data accessibility for blockchain applications for the graph. Now, what about Bittensor versus Web 2.0? Bittensor provides decentralization of nodes to not allow a single point of control, while Google and Facebook now account for more than 70% of internet traffic. In addition, Amazon Web Services, AWS, runs about a third of the internet. This allows them to control or even manipulate data. Non-blockchain data storage is much more efficient as consensus doesn't factor into the structure. Scalability is the biggest element preventing blockchain technology from competing, as most people just use the internet directly. But even so, I'm giving Bittensor an 8 out of 10 on competition. Who are the biggest partners? Digital Currency Group, Polychain Capital, First Mark Capital, and GSR. Digital Currency Group is one of the biggest partnerships you can have in the crypto sphere. And they have a majority share in Grayscale, which is big in traditional finance, CoinDesk, who control much of the crypto narrative, and Foundry, who is one of the largest centralized Bitcoin mining entities and exchanges for swapping crypto. Formed in 2016, Polychain Capital gathered investments from major names like Andreessen Horowitz, Sequoia Capital, Union Square Ventures, and Founders Fund. Another venture capital firm, First Mark Capital, has over $3 billion in diversified assets. The firm's main areas of investment include AI, healthcare, finance, e-commerce, education, and enterprise software. The last partnership that I'll include here is GSR Markets, and it's a crypto agency. The company specializes in providing liquidity, risk management strategies, and structured products to investors in the digital asset industry. For partnerships, Bittensor is a powerhouse. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. What are the tokenomics? This fixed total supply is designed to limit inflation and maintain the scarcity and value of the token over time. The distribution of TAO tokens is gradually released over time through mining rewards, staking rewards, and community-driven initiatives. The tokens are used for governance, staking, and as a means of payment for accessing AI services and applications built on the Bittensor network. For tokenomics, I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. Now, who is the team that built it? There's a pseudonymous builder called Yuma Rao, who is mentioned in the Bittensor white paper. Kind of like, and I know you're probably thinking this, it's kind of like Bitcoin's Satoshi Nakamoto, who's mentioned in the Bitcoin white paper. It is not known if this person really exists, and we may never know more about him or her. However, there are people who are behind the Bittensor Foundation, and these people are also in the public eye. There are many people working for the foundation, and some of them are ex-Google employees or researchers. Jacob Robert Steves is the co-founder, and Ala Shabana are the co-founders. Now, for the founding team and builders, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. How strong is the community? At time of recording, there was about 72,000 followers on Twitter, and it's a testament to a quickly growing community that has only been around since 2021. Bittensor is very community-driven, as they are incentivized by earning TAO as a reward for their input. For community, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Overall, I give Bittensor an 8 out of 10. There you have it. That's Bittensor in a nutshell. Let me know in the comments, did you like my analogy where I compared Bittensor to a NASCAR arena? If not, that's okay. Let me know an analogy that fits better for Bittensor. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Investing Bros. I've been T. Shroom, and on the way out, definitely go ahead and leave a like, smash that like button, and consider subscribing if you got some value out of this video. We'll see you in the next one.